So here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the Nike Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royale. Can you tell which one is fake? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another comparison for you, and it's between two pairs of the Nike Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royale. So here we have a real and a fake pair, but before we get into the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to Legitmark, who are today's sponsor. Legitmark is the standard for sneaker authentication and is the safest and most reliable place to get your sneakers authenticated. So if you don't know the difference between a retail and fake pair, check out Legitmark because they're here to help you. So the retail one is on my left here and was purchased directly from StockX, and we'll just be doing this video to break down some of the differences between a retail and fake pair if you are trying to purchase a retail pair. So if we take a look at the boxes themselves and I give you a close-up, you can see there is a difference in color on the top. The Nike logo on the top is much brighter on the retail pair compared to the fake one, which is a much duller color. In terms of the condition of the box, the fake one is a little bit more damaged, but however it is in pretty good condition. And if we take a look at the labels, and I'll give you a close-up of these, you can see there are differences between the labels. So on the retail one where it says USA 10, you can see it's much thinner and cleaner printed than on the fake one, which is a much larger and thicker print. This continues throughout the whole sticker. On the fake one, the text is much thicker than that of the retail one. But nobody wants to hear me talk about the boxes forever, so we'll open it up and take a look at the shoes themselves. We'll try and do this at the same time. So here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the Nike Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royale. Can you tell which one is fake? Obviously you can, because I've already told you, but that was just for the intro. But we'll just put the boxes to the side and take a closer look at the shoes themselves. Funnily enough, on the fake one, it actually came with StockX branding. So that is something to note. It did come with the StockX tag as well, so we will be comparing retail to fake as well. So I'll move that to the side. Take out the shoes. Also came with Nike labeling, which is all in Chinese. But those are the differences to note straight out the box. So here are the two pairs, and we'll just be breaking down some of the differences to look for if you're trying to purchase a retail one. The retail one will have the StockX label attached, and the fake one obviously has the StockX label detached. So just in case you get confused, that's something to look for. So the first difference to note actually occurs on the left side, and it's on the laces attached to the shoe. So if I give you a close-up, you can see a clear difference between retail and fake here. On the retail one, the laces are a much darker royal blue, matching the label on the tongue of the sneakers itself, whereas the fake one, they've gone for one that matches pretty much the color of the suede material on the sneaker. And in my opinion, that color actually looks way better than the dark royal blue on the retail one, but that is a difference to note straight away. If I give you a close-up of this blue material suede towards the toe, we can see differences here between retail and fake. You can see there is actually a clear difference in color between the retail and the fake one. The fake one is a much darker blue than that of the retail one, and the retail one almost looks like clouds with patches of lighter suede coming through, whereas the fake one doesn't really seem to have this. If we take a look from above and take a look down at the toe box area, you can see differences in the toe box shape from retail to fake. This occurs on all retail to fake pairs and is something to note. Another interesting difference from above is the lacing system, how it comes dead stock. On the retail one, it's just laced through the bottom two holes, whereas on the fake one, it's laced through these bottom two holes and then crosses over underneath, so it looks almost like the first lace is done up. So that is a clear difference to note out of the box. When taking a look at the Nike Air label on the tongue, there really isn't too much different from the front angle. However, if we do spin it around to the back, we can see difference in text placement here. On the retail one, the text placement is much higher than on the fake one. As you can see on the fake one, the made in China is much lower to the stitching compared to that of the retail one. Now taking a look at the right shoe, and if I give you a close-up of the grey swoosh on the side, we can see differences in material here again. On the retail one, you can see it's almost a tumbled leather on the swoosh, which gives it a more texturized look, whereas if you look on the fake one, it's a completely smooth nubuck leather, so there is a clear difference. In terms of colour, I would say the swoosh on the fake one is also slightly lighter, however this could be determined by the difference in material. Spinning the shoe around to the back and taking a look at the shape, the fake one has actually done a pretty good job of the shape, and it's got a very prominent hourglass shape. However, it still slightly differs from the retail pair. In terms of stitching quality on the fake one the stitching is much more tightly packed together than on the retail one. However, in terms of stitching quality, it's actually done a very good job all over the shoe. When looking at the leather on the inside underneath that grey swoosh, there are slight differences here. In terms of feel, the fake one actually feels a lot softer and more cushioned than the retail one itself, and in terms of appearance it gives off a more creamy look to the pure white one of the retail one. If we spin the shoe upside down and take a look at the sole, there's pretty much no difference at all. They've got the pattern absolutely spot on. The only difference really to note is on the Nike logo on the bottom and the R logo next to it. You can see differences in print compared to retail to fake. If we take out the cardboard inserts from both, we can see differences here again. On the retail one, the logos that are imprinted onto the cardboard are actually imprinted into the cardboard, whereas on the fake one they're outprinted. Well, they come out of the cardboard and don't actually indent as they would on the retail one. That was really hard to explain, but I hope you understand what I meant. If I give you a close-up of the fake StockX logo and the retail one, we can see differences here again. The actual colour of the tag is completely different, and in terms of sizing and printing, they are different from retail to fake.
Another thing to be noted while looking back at this film is the difference between the Air Jordan Wings logo on both shoes. On the retail one you can see it's placed slightly lower and the text is much more cleanly printed than on the fake one.
So as you can see from this comparison, are still a few signs that you can look for if you are trying to purchase a retail pair. However, from afar, would you really be able to tell the difference? That's hard to say, it depends on the lighting, but there are still differences to look for, and if you are struggling, do check out Legitmark because they are here to help. But other than that, please subscribe, like the video, do all that. It really does help the channel grow, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.